Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to round 5, match of the round between the Gladesville Ravens and Northwest Sydney Spirit in the local derby here. Two teams that both use and call Christie Park home in a game where both teams will be looking to score 3 points and start their ascent up the competition ladder. It's a bit tougher for Gladesville at the moment. They sit in 13th spot on the ladder. Only 1 point to show for in their first 4 games of the season. Spirit, well, so far they've only played 3 this campaign. They're in 9th place with 4 points, and they have most definitely shown improvement in the last couple of weeks. Speaking to Tony Candy pre-game, most definitely upset his side, didn't come away with all 3 points last week against the Illawarra Stingrays. I full believe that his team were the better side. And his team were deserving winners. Instead, they had to settle for a point. The positive thing for them would be another clean sheet, and makes it 2 in a row for them. A very young side with lots of talented footballers at their disposal. And I spoke about it a couple of weeks ago when we were also at the match of the round against Sydney University. So much movement and change for Spirit over the off-season. They have really found their feet well. And again, this system that the football club has really done well again. We've added some new stars coming through, some new players ready to make their mark and perhaps make their own progress into the professional landscape. For the Ravens, definitely not the season not the way they would have liked to have started the season. As I said, only the 1 point to show for so far. A team that was promoted last year and enjoyed their first season in the top tier, just missing out on finals football. They were contenders for a long part, but this year so far, things really haven't gone the way they would have liked. In saying that, though, they have a superstar back starting today. She made her return last week to the team. That is Lexi Moreno. Came back off the bench last week and scored straight away for Lauren Phelps' team. That's how important she is to this side. Be a very welcome return, and we'll go through the lineups in a moment for you. For the home side, the Gladesville Ravens, in goals, number 1, Eliza Coleman. Number 3, Annie Dasko. Number 5, Charlotte Carroll. Number 6, Kim Davey. Number 10, Lexi Moreno. Number 11, Patty Charalumbus. Number 13, Brianna Buccini. Number 23, Keisha Allen. Number 25, Chiara Bonora. Number 27, Alyssa Ansard. And number 51, Isabella Edwards. Here's Moreno in possession straight away. For the visiting, I guess you can call them visitors. Today they are on paper at least. Northwest Sydney Spirit. In goals, number 1, Katie Alpha. Number 4, Shani Cooney Cross. Number 5, Victoria Martin. Number 7, Kayla Osborne. Number 9, Sky Haumerick. Number 17, Ariana Stoltzfus. Number 19, Victoria Cholusic. Number 25, Michaela Gavranic. Number 26, Sophia Kelleher. Number 27, Lucy Fukenekwo. And number 32, Harper Pearl. Good start here from the Ravens, really putting Spirit on the back foot early. Phelps pacing the touchline here. Seems a bit nervous, and I mean, it's not an easy job being a football coach, in particular when results aren't going your way, as they aren't at the moment for the Black and Whites. In possession now. As I said, a couple key returnees to the Ravens. Moreno, one of them. Already spoke about, but Isabella Edwards. Previously, Isabella Habuda. Only returned to the team in the last 10 days or so, so her return is key as well. We know how many goals she scored last year. We know how potent she's in front of goals. And that one was a good ball in the area looking for Charalumbus, but intelligent defending. I think it was Harper Pearl at the back post. Just put her body in front of Charalumbus to make it difficult for her to get to. Now a chance. Oh, I thought it was going to be a chance for Spirit to start an attack of their own. Here's Moreno, stands on the ball, but good challenge from Pearl. Here's Martin. Plays the ball forward. It's a nice pass as well for Osborne, but just a little bit too much on that. This is, of course, the final game of the round taking place. Already had one game completed. Started a little earlier, just past 2:30. Bulls FC Academy recorded their first 3 points of the season, defeating Sydney University. Well, that leaves Sydney Uni bottom of the competition. Bulls bouncing up to 8th place with that win. Important win. They've also struggled in the opening rounds, and they needed that. And Sydney Uni, well, I think it'll be a difficult and a tough and long campaign for them, the way things have started anyway. All the rest of the games have kicked off at 5 p.m, so about 15 minutes ago or so. I'll try to keep you updated across those games. Some key clashes as well. Stingrays and Sydney Olympic clash. I'll tell you what, RPL will be looking to get back to winning ways as well. They face Western Sydney Wanderers as a good opportunity here for Martin. Halmery comes close. Not the best decision there from Martin. Had to be better. I think Halmery probably wanted that ball delivered earlier as well. Good challenge there again. That'll be a confidence booster for the Ravens. Not so much that pass though. Kelleher back for Fukaneko. Fukaneko takes possession again. Rams and Jets also started 10 minutes ago, but there's also already been a couple goals there. 1-1 at the newly returfed Linwood Park. Union New South Wales also taking on Mount Druitt. This will be the first corner of the afternoon, or evening I should say, for Northwest Sydney Spirit. Glorious day in Sydney today. It's a fairly nice evening as well for now. We're now quickly, the weather changes here at Christie Park. That one delivered in, and what a header. And an even better save from Eliza Coleman. Hammery got up well, headed it toward goal, and Coleman got a strong hand on that, and it had to be fantastic save from the Ravens goalkeeper. First opportunity of the game goes the way of the visiting Spirit. Ball delivered again, this time to the far post. Stoltzfus keeps it in. Cooney cross. Here's Halmerick again. But challenged there by Moreno and forced backward. Osborne turned into trouble there, but managed to keep the ball. And again, usually I'd blame the winger in that situation for looking along the line and still getting caught offside, but I think Osborne held on to that ball a little too long. Martin had already made the move forward. Charalumbus tried to just touch that out there to Carroll. Wilfred Carroll, I should say. It is a derby here. The bench is having a couple little words. Hopefully spices up a little more. Always like a spicy local derby. Adds a bit more to the occasion. Decent crowd here as well today. Easily a couple hundred people. Great turn from Halmerick, but her last touch was a little too heavy. Edwards gets it out to Moreno. Osborne steals in and wins the ball back. Osborne again, but got the touch wrong there. Nice turn in midfield by Bonora. Pell. Osborne's touch is heavy once more. Tasco. Wanted to watch her operate as a central defender over the last couple seasons, but slotting back into the midfield. Used to play in that role for the Blacktown Spartans before her move to Apia. Ball played forward now for Halmerick by Martin. And Halmerick just tried to get that back in a danger area, but couldn't really wrap her foot around the ball as she would have liked. This guy Halmerick, definitely one of those young, dangerous footballers who, still a teenager, showed so much promise. I said it last time, she unfortunately had to deal with injury last season and missed a large chunk of the season where we would have most definitely see her play more minutes in first team football. Foul goes the way of the home team, Paddy Charalumbus. Click forward by Wilfred Carroll. Here's Charalumbus. Forward ball for Buccini. Did well to get there. And Saad plays it back and dealt with. Fukaneko had to make sure. And has cleared it out for a throw on the far side. Ball bouncing about, caused a handball there on Fukaneko, but only a corner for the Ravens. And pressure will continue here. Moreno has a lethal right foot and she'll deliver this one into the box. Good ball in, headers there, but didn't quite get the purchase on it as she would have liked. Keisha Allen. Nice turn from inside. Another talented youngster. Arrived at the Ravens from the Blacktown Spartans. Of course, Lauren Phelps spent some time at the Spartans. Knows inside well. And Moreno picks up that loose ball, tried to feed in Edwards, but Edwards made the wrong run. And Moreno's gone down there. Gets back up though. Osborne, every time Lexi Moreno goes down, you do feel a little worried that she may be injured. A player with so much quality has had so much bad luck with injury. You can only imagine how good her career would have been. And I'm talking at the highest level, representative levels. That's how good her skill, technique, and ability, understanding of the game is. It's just a player ravaged by injury. And Hamrick comes back from an offside position. I told you there were 2 goals scored in the opening 10 minutes at Linwood Park. Well, we're not even at the 18-minute mark there. There's already been 4 goals. MacArthur lead by 3 goals to 1 over the Jets. That MacArthur team, I think, as the season progresses, will just continue to grow. Very young, talented side with lots of potential. Martin doesn't get there as Wilford Carroll gets there ahead of her. Cooney cross for Hamrick. Now an opportunity for Gavranic, we haven't seen inside the first 10 minutes. Plays the ball out there. Chance now for Stoltzfus to deliver. And Spirit will take another corner opportunity here. Cross comes in. It's a high loopy one. You don't really get much off those. Martin gets it back in danger area, and a bit of confusion there. Kim Davey had to react. Play the ball forward. Out for a throw. And Cholosic all the way back to Offa. Offa had to race off a couple of weeks ago when we did the match of the round against Sydney Uni at halftime. Paramedic by trade. The call came and had to go. It's now Gavranic getting on the end of that pass from Osborne. Still Gavranic. Plays in Osborne, who did well to get there, couldn't keep it in, and a great challenge from Kim Davey. Giving the ball away, and that shot just not on target and not going to challenge the goalkeeper from Stoltzfus. Here's Stoltzfus now again. Delivers into the box. Dangerous ball. Coleman, tough one to deal with. Bounced right in front of her. Moreno for Charalumbus. And Pearl quick enough to get back in front of Charalumbus. Nice turn from Cooney Cross. Osborne, what a ball, but just too far away from Sky Hamrick. It was a great idea. It's easy to say from here, but a little bit of backspin there on the outside of the foot, and it was right in the path of the Spirit number 9. Fukuneko. Turned back by Stoltzfus. Plays the ball back to the central defender. Fukuneko there apologising for the pass rather than getting back and shooting the ball out. Isabella Edwards almost jumping on top of that. Here's Moreno, can hit him from all angles. Ball delivered into the box. Charalumbus heads it home. The smallest player on the park uses her head, heads it back the way it came from, and Katie Offa couldn't do anything about that. Delightful delivery, I think, from Isabella Edwards. And the header from Paddy Charalumbus puts the home team in front. And Lauren Phelps is pumped, as is the crowd here at Christie Park. Right. Called for the attack of the Ravens in the midweek preview to step it up somewhat, and they did there. All of them combining Moreno, Edwards, and Charalumbus, with the smallest one of the trio rising highest at the back post to head home. And now the Ravens can play with a bit of confidence. Edwards has pace, but Katie off the line quickly to correct the error from Cholosic. Now test for the Northwest Sydney Spirit to see how they will bounce back from that setback. Throw taken. Cholosic under pressure here from Charalumbus. Wasn't sure if she was aware that Charalumbus was sneaking in behind. Here's Moreno. Bonora for Charalumbus. Moreno gets it on the right. Has a go! And Lexi Moreno, left foot, right foot, it doesn't matter. Turned on a dime as well. Sent the defender in the complete wrong direction. Her effort just over the top corner. Such an exciting player is Lexi Moreno. Flicks it on there for Edwards, who's gotten the pace, but Cholosic should see this one back to offer. A short pass, and Edwards didn't give up on it. Stoltzfus under pressure as well. Good press here from the Ravens. Got lucky there with the pass, did Cholosic. Strong tackle there from Pearl. Driving forward in the space. Sprays it wide for Martin. And offside again is Halmerick. I'd like to know, but surely got to be Paddy Charalumbus' first ever headed goal. We'll find that information out at the end of the game, but most definitely it doesn't score a lot of headers. And it was so well placed as well. Knew exactly where Katie Offer was. Just headed the ball back the way it came. Always hard for a keeper. Moving in one direction to adjust their feet and get back in and dive the other way. Intelligent from her. Ball delivered into the area again. This time not a good ball in, straight into the hands of Offer. And Moreno goes down. Lauren Phelps immediately worried, I can tell you that, here in the sideline. Moreno going down after the challenge, I think, from Osborne. This does seem far, but I can definitely tell you, Alexia Moreno won't be afraid to try her luck from here either. If she was to score from this sort of range, no doubt would be a goal of the season contender. From her run-up, I'd say she's going to have a punt at goal here. She does just that, Moreno, but easy for Katie Offer to hold and save. And Cholosic trying to get that out, and there was pressure again from the Ravens. Here's Charalumbus, flicks it forward for Edwards. Great feet from Edwards. What a goal. Isabella Edwards with a fantastic goal. Beat her defender and then calmly poked the ball beyond Katie Offa. A wonderful goal from the striker. And the Gladesville Ravens have now doubled their advantage here at Christie Park. After assisting the first, Isabella Edwards puts the Ravens 2 to the good, 22 minutes in. Now it'll be a real test of Tony Candy's team's character. In fairness, they probably started the game the better of the two teams and looked the better until that goal in the 17th minute. From there, the Ravens lifted their press. Have really made it difficult for Spirit to play. Ball switched there by Moreno. Well played forward, but run didn't come there from Dasco. Stoltzfus in trouble on that far side, but a foul comes via Chiara Bonora. And Spirit really struggling to keep possession in the other side of the pitch at the moment. They can't play the ball out. They're reduced to long balls, and when they do send it long, they don't have enough players in that front third to be able to hold on to possession. And another ball back to Offa, who has to go long. Lauren Phelps will be very happy with the current situation here at Christie Park. But we'll also be aware there is a long time to go in this game. The only problem for the visiting side finding the back of the net has been a bit of an issue for them so far this season. 3 goals in 3 games. Last week missed a plethora of chances against the Stingrays. They'll need to fix up that part of the game if they're to have any opportunity here in some sort of a comeback. At the moment, though, the Ravens will not care one bit about that, as Edwards gets herself into the box and wins her team a corner. Gives Moreno the opportunity to deliver another good ball into the box. They've got the potent Paddy Charalumbus up there now. Scored a header to open the scoring. Moreno clips that one in. Wasn't far away from Allen. And Hamrick clears away the danger. Here's Moreno. Back for Buccini. Good work from Moreno. Clip forward for Edwards, and just a little bit too far ahead of her. Katie Offa spotted the loose ball and picked it up. Chalusic, tough central pass there. She's given a few difficult passes here, Victoria, and Chalusic A couple of weeks ago, she was excellent. Today, though, in possession, hasn't started the game the best way possible. Giving possession away a couple times. Played forward there by Gavranic. Now Stoltz first. Stood up here by Davey, and she'll take another corner. That is the fourth. Of the evening for the Northwest Sydney Spirit. Ball gets delivered into the box. Martin at the back post, but didn't get the connection on that she would have liked. Goal kick to the Ravens. Coleman to take, sends it long. Headed on by Moreno. Foul on Martin. Free kick to be taken by Harper Pell. Well played forward for Osborne. Dasco sticking with her and doing very well there, Annie Dasco. Great defending from her. Victoria Martin comes in and blocks the pass. Moreno plays it forward. Edwards chasing it down for Koneko. Back to Offa. It's a poor pass back. Again, Nsard saw the danger there for the Spirit and tried to close down Offa. Almost winning the ball back, but winning a team a throw-in at least. Apologies, the score was wrong at Linwood Park. It's 2-1. Not 3-1. Ball hit toward goal. Chalosic back for Offa. Mount Druitt have taken the lead against NSW at the Village Green. The other two games scoreless at the moment. Arpia and the Western Sydney Wanderers, Illawarra Stingrays and Sydney Olympic. So loose pass there is picked up by Charalumbus. Davey sends it forward. Sense a bit of danger, so thought to get rid of the danger first is Moreno. Now Dasco. And Saad comes in short. Oh, almost turned away there from Stoltzfus. And Moreno, it's too easy. Still Moreno closed down in the end, but that was way too easy there for Lexi Moreno. And now Martin given one to chase to use her pace. Has to go up against Charalumbus here. Takes it down the line, but really didn't deliver that one as she would have liked. Goal kick for the home team. flicked on by Bonora. Chalusic, good ball into Osborne, but good work in midfield by Chiara Bonora. And almost Edwards stealing in there after that header down from Alyssa Ansard. Fukuneko looking for Hamrick, who has not really got involved aside from that header. Haven't seen much of her at all. Really struggling to deal with the physicality of the central defenders from the Ravens. As Wilfred Carroll gets that all wrong. Chalusic plays it forward toward Martin, headed away by Wilfred Carroll. Touch there by Osborne for Halmerick. Doesn't need much, Sky Halmerick. Out to Gavranic. Stoltzfus making the overlapping run. Cuts it into the box. Halmerick got there first and could have been dangerous for Davey. She came from the blind side there. Throw for Stoltzfus. Into Osborne, but again, just not clicking at the moment for Spirit. I can tell you what, Tony Candy is not a happy camper at the moment. Throw taken long for Edwards. Does well to hold the ball up there, Isabella Edwards. Bonora looking for Wilfred Carroll. That's a delightful ball. And kept in by the left back. Crossed into the area and Offa collects. Hamerick turns away from Allen, and now Hamerick bearing down. Good challenge from Allen. Osborne back for Hamerick and fouled there by Wilfred Carroll. Not sure why the complaints are coming in from Charlotte Wilfred Carroll. Looked a clear foul from our point here. Michaela Gavranic will deliver the set piece. Maybe a little too far to have a shot from this sort of distance. Aaron Pridmore would be a target had she been available for Tony Candy's team, but has been out for a number of weeks now. Shouldn't be too far away from returning. Gavranic does go direct off the crossbar. Took everyone by surprise. Michaela Gavranic hit that so sweet with her left foot. Excellent effort. That pass there blocked by Moreno. Oh, look at the run there on the far side from, I think it was Ansard. Cross comes into the area. Martin arriving at the far post, heads it down. Saved, and it was a foul in the end by Martin. Coleman saved it anyway. Good ball from Stoltzfus, just hung it up toward the far post. And Martin attacked it. Forced Coleman into the save, but also made a foul in the process. And Candy just explaining to his central defenders that they're standing a little too deep. That's what I was talking about earlier. They're forced to play this long ball. When they do, there's too much of a gap between the attacking players and midfield and defence, leaving a major hole and not allowing Spirit to pick up the ball and keep the ball in the opposition's half. That may be due to the pace that Edwards possesses, so they're a little scared that should they step up a bit high, if she gets in behind, there won't be any catching her. Stoltzfus. Wide for Gavranic. Held up here by Edwards now. Been well involved in the first half, assisted the first, scored the second. Perfect game so far for Isabel Edwards. And Jets have equalised that Linwood. It's 2-2 now. Exciting first half there, just about to go into the sheds. Cleared away by Pell. Allen for Dasco. All the way back to Coleman. Now Davey, back to the keeper again. Here's Kelleher. Wide for Stoltzfus. No one really in the area to aim for. Not even a corner for Stoltzfus. Good defending from Buccini, I think it was, on the far side. Wins her team a goal kick. Coleman sends it forward. Moreno brings it down with a lovely touch, but Osborne right on top of her, wins it back. Here is the Spirit captain. Wide for Harper Pell. Pell pulls up the brakes. Goes central now to Cooney Cross. Cooney Cross sees the space now and attacks it, but Dasco stayed with her all the way and got an important foot in there. Kelleher back for Stoltzfus. Ball in. Coleman deals. Oh, she's dropped it. Martin back for Hammerich. Hammerich turns away, but the support came. And Coleman almost creating a problem out of absolutely nothing for her team. And almost giving Spirit a way back in. Victoria Martin couldn't react quick enough. In fairness, it wasn't an easy situation to react quickly in. Half time at Linwood Park, it's 2-2. Half time down the south coast as well, 0-0 between the Stingrays and Olympic. Approaching, breaking the first stanza at the Village Green as well, and Mount Druitt lead 1-0. No options here, for Chalusic, and plays that one out over the sideline. Throwing now for the Ravens. Opinion may be divided here, but lots of dogs at the football park here at Christie Park and making their barks heard. Always felt like the football pitch isn't the place for pets, but I don't make the rules. Martin plays it forward, looking for Hammerich. It's a poor ball, though. Strong there from Osborne. Has to do with the second challenge she does. Still Osborne has a bad tackle there coming in from Chiara Bonora. No yellow card because she didn't really make much contact, but still dangerous lunge there from the Ravens midfielder, who's had a very good first half, it must be said. Definitely getting chillier here at Christie Park as well. Ball comes in from Cooney Cross. Headed away by Allen and Davey. Sends forward. Cooney Cross under pressure from Charalumbus. Plays it all the way back to Pell. Hammerick's pass blocked by Bonora. No round coming there from Charalumbus after Moreno lifted the ball over the top of the defence. Now Hammerick. Space to work with. Finds a pass for Osborne. Kim Davey did well there. Clears it away for a throw. Very important for the Ravens not to concede now. Change the mood completely. Should Spirit be able to pick one up in the last couple minutes of this first half. Charalumbus tried to pop that one through the legs of Pell, who was aware to the attempted nutmegs. Header one by Martin. Here's Osborne. Back for Fukaneko. Good ball out wide for Stoltzfus. No options in front of Stoltzfus. Has to go on her own. Delivers into the box. Should be easy for Coleman. After the last scare, this one much more comfortable for the Ravens goalkeeper. And Pearl will pick up that loose ball with Moreno still putting on the pressure. Cooney Cross, better from Cholušić as well. Gavranic. Nice pass forward for Kelleher. Now Stoltzfus, first time cross is a good one. Stoltzfus off the post and in. Ariana Stoltzfus scores in the 45th minute. She'll claim it was a shot, but I guarantee you the perfect cross, because it's come off the post and found the back of the net. Perfect time to score for Tony Candy's team, and the absolute worst time to concede for the Ravens after a solid first half. Spirit will go only one goal down into the break. I'll tell you what, that'll lift the spirits undoubtedly. Good reaction there from Cholušić, and Osborne battling away. Martin tries to turn away from Wilfred Carroll. He kept that in. Should let that go out there, Wilfred Carroll. But anyway, Cooney Cross sends it forward. Hammerick trying to create a nuisance there for Keisha Allen. Here's Hammerick. Allen does well to win that, and is there one more opportunity here for Edwards? And Cholušić wouldn't take any risk. Nice little flick forward for Edwards. But Katie Offa was off her line quickly. Throw taken, headed away. As the halftime whistle goes here at Christie Park, and an entertaining first 45 minutes. We've had 3 goals. It was the home team that opened the scoring via a unlikely source. the head of Paddy Charalumbus. A nice team goal, though. They then doubled their advantage 5 minutes later. Isabella Edwards with some nice individual skill and brilliance. To be a defender before slotting the ball beyond Katie Offer. And just as we've seen heading into the break with the home team 2 goals to the good, Ariana Stoltzfus with her first Spirit goal after her cross beat everyone, hit the post, and found its way into the back of the net. Half time here at Christie Park. It's the Gladesville Ravens 2, Northwest Sydney Spirit 1. Second half is underway here at Christie Park. There has been a halftime substitution. Sophia Kelleher has come off. She's been replaced by Madison Gabia. After that first half, it was in fact it was Spirit that started the better. They had that first opportunity via Sky Hamrick, well saved by Eliza Coleman. Following that, it was the home team with 2 goals in quick succession. First it was Paddy Charlumbus, then Isabella Edwards. Only for Ariana Stoltzfus to score in the final moments of the first half. And now a corner for the home team again. And Bonora should have done better there. Missed the header. As the Spirit captain, Erin Pridmore here, walks in front of us. Slow return back to the squad for her. Mentioned earlier, been away for a couple of weeks, but seems as though she's making a return imminently into the matchday squad, of course, and she'll do this young team a world of good. Her experience will really, really help them and help their development as Harper Pearl comes away with that. A little bit fortunately, must be said. An intriguing first half, 2-1. Here's Stoltz first. Great ball from Cooney Cross for Osborne. It just wouldn't sit for Osborne, and her pass out wide was blocked as well. What a chance that. Excellent pass from Cooney Cross. Here's Halmerick. Need to get her more involved. Cooney Cross with a light touch there, just enough. As Chalusic looked to find Osborne and did, but Osborne couldn't find a teammate. Intercepts there, but ball again falls the way of the Ravens. Too much on that pass from Victoria Martin. Free kick the way of Spirit. Here's Osborne. Halmerick trying to lift that forward for Martin. Tough ball. And Phelps is calling for Whitford Carroll to let that go. But I'll tell you what, I think I would have cleared that away as well with Victoria Martin bearing down on that outside of the defender. Was offside anyway, though, so the Ravens get us restarted now. Moreno unable to bring that down, a rarity for her. Fukaneko did well to get past the first defender, not so much Moreno. It's a great ball by Moreno. Again, Harper Pearl doing enough on Charalumbus, and that's a poor pass out though, and the pressure's back on Northwest Sydney Spirit here. Dashko back out wide again. Cross blocked. They avoid the corner here. Spirit they do. Pearl just getting the foot out in time. Cross into the box, evades everyone. Katie Offa will be breathing a sigh of relief there. All it needed was a touch from a black and white jersey. I can tell you that Claudia Chalakian is warming up now. Her entrance isn't too far away. Also on the bench, Kaylee Shannon, Michaela Kent, Natalie Sprout, Hayley Thomas, and Sarah Passafaro. For Spirit, Sienna Hawkins, Eve Burns, Charlotte Finity, Lacey Wine, and Grace Smith. Madison Gabila already on to the park in place of Sophia Kelleher. Here's Isabella Edwards. Good header away there by Fukuneko, but got away the clearance in the end. Cooney cross. Halmerick uses her strength there. Sky Halmerick. Great work from Halmerick. And Gavranic can't get there. Needed to be a bit more angled, that pass from Halmerick. And Saad plays it forward. Great touch from Moreno. I don't know how much she knew about it. Tough ball back for Offa. A bit frantic at the moment from both teams here. Buccini wins the header. And Chalusic. Back for Fukuneko. Halmerick for Gavranic. Cooney cross. Great spread of the play again from Cooney cross. Here's Osborne. A bit of space here for her. Finds Halmerick. Gets it onto the right. Still Sky Halmerick! Oh, that's inches wide of the post. What a goal that would have been. It looks like it took a deflection as well. Excellent work from the Spirit, number 9. Now a corner for Spirit, their 5th of the afternoon. It's a good ball in a good area. Headed away, Cooney cross, blocked and cleared now. And now, can the Ravens counter? It's Insard, only Charalumbus in support. Can't find her. Ball falls now for Stoltzfus. We've lost out here now. And Moreno spotted off her line. Went for the cheeky attempt from distance. I couldn't quite direct it goalwards. I said earlier, I haven't seen much of Halmerick, but that's how good she is. In a moment, can really change the game. She has been getting on the ball more in the second half already. Here's Gavranic. Tried to get in front of Ansard, but well defended by Ansard. Didn't give up on it. How about that ball from Bonora? Just into the hands of Offa. Charalumbus was bearing down there. Stoltzfus. Halmerick. Cleared away by Buccini. Now Edwards. I really do feel if Spirit can get the next goal here, just feel as though they can perhaps get a third as well. If the Ravens score next, well, then I think it's game over. I feel like whichever team scores next will actually win this game, even though Spirit are down by a goal. Especially with Halmerick getting way more involved in this second period. They look a lot more dangerous now in the front third. Here's Bonora. Forward to Ansard. Buccini crosses in toward Charalumbus. Back for Dasco. Wide now for Wilford Carroll, who had a shot and was blocked there by Chalosic. Still 0-0 between Apia and the Wanderers. Rams and Jets, goals galore, 3-3. Stingrays and Olympic 0-0. And Mount Druitt, well, they've doubled their advantage against Uni of New South Wales. They now lead by 2-0. Sorry, there was another game played earlier today. Went under the radar. Manly and the Northern Tigers. That one finishing 2-2. So with victory here today for Mount Druitt, well, they will move into first place. What a arrival on the big scene for them that'd be. And Bengoff, watched them last week. They were very good footballing side. Well, it'll put them equal first, I should say. Now Druitt and Manly, both on 11 points. That is, of course, if Apia are unable to come away with all three against the Western Sydney Wanderers. Here comes Chalakia now. Chalakian comes on for the youngster Alyssa Ansard. Experience for youth. Chalakian straight into the box for this Moreno corner. Ball comes in low, cleared away. Foul there on Moreno by Halmerick, and the whole bench of the Ravens is up on their feet. Halmerick will get a yellow card for the foul. It was a strong challenge from Halmerick. I can see why the Ravens bench would be unhappy, but she had every right to go in for that ball. Won a bit of the ball, but also took out Moreno. Very protective of their superstar are the Ravens, as they should be. Just feel the aura change with Moreno on the park and in particular on the ball. Free kick now to be delivered by Paddy Charalumbus as the Ravens bench begins a warm-up. Charalumbus delivers, good ball in. Allen flicks it on. Nobody there. Pell didn't want to see that one over the line, chose to clear instead. I was going to say could work out to be a good decision, but ball didn't quite bounce their way either there. Interception there by the substitute, Gabia. Couldn't find Halmerick though. Charalumbus battling away with Pell. Pell's done a good job on Charalumbus. Hamrick. Ball falls the way of Cooney Cross now, but well recovered there by Chalakian. Danger now passes for the Ravens. Bonora for Dasco. Looking for the forward pass, but it's a poor decision. And now Osborne. Another poor pass. Too many errors from both teams. Cheap giveaways of the ball. Strong from Fukoneko, but it was just too much with two players attacking her. Couldn't really keep possession as Moreno looks to switch play. Played forward for Bonora, but Cholusic comes across. Clears away, was looking for Martin, but couldn't find her. Here's Osborne. Ball falls her way. Neither team able to keep possession. And now, as I say that, Osborne coughs up possession. Edwards, early ball across. Should have done better with that, Isabella Edwards. Could have taken a touch forward and had a shot herself. She was in a great position. Offer. Back for Cholusic. Here's Chalakian. Picks up the ball after a bit of a heavy touch. Cleared away by Cholusic. Here's Moreno, has a go from some way out. Not afraid to hit him is Lexi Moreno. Did him trouble offer though. Cholusic takes it forward. Wide for Pell. Again, they've given it away cheaply. Spirit Moreno on the right. Wow, out for Dasco. Shot was blocked. It took a lot of sting out of it and made it easy for Offa, but when it left the boot, it looked dangerous. The block there, I think, from either Osborne or Cooney Cross helped Katie Offa out. Stoltzfus just couldn't bring that down. Cooney Cross clears it out for a corner. Fourth corner by my count of the evening for the home team. And now Moreno will try to find a teammate in the box. Delivers this one. Good delivery. Dasco was looking for it. Gavranic can't hold the ball up. Buccini just too strong. Offa picks up that cross into the area. Here's Osborne. Tough ball for Cooney Cross to deal with. But they've dealt with it, and now they could be through here. Oh, Halmerick just gets it out for Gabia. But again, rushed the pass. And Charalumbus to stay down. Foul goes the way of Moreno. Phelps just asking Charalumbus, She's good to continue. Still slowly making her way to her feet. Good ball forward for Chalakian, who gets her back in a dangerous area. Cleared away by Chalusic. It's good work from Chalakian to chase that ball down. The season campaigner, Claudia Chalakian, spent time at Cromer Park with Manly, with the Northern Tigers, now at the Ravens. Armenian international. As Moreno delivers this corner in. Another testing ball for the Spirit defence. They've done well. Charalumbus on the left foot. Oh! Paddy Charalumbus. That would have been spectacular. Got the technique perfect there. Charalumbus, just not quite the direction of the shot. Great ball now for Martin, and Victoria Martin just couldn't get the ball to sit right for her. Had to be struck as soon as possible, with Wilfred Carroll closing her down. That one went out of play. It'll be a corner kick. Again, poor giveaway from Spirit. They'll be disappointed with that. Stingrays have taken the lead against Olympic. It's 1-0. Moreno will deliver another corner. Succession of corners now to the far post. Too much on that one. Respite here for Spirit. After a couple good corners, that one not quite the best delivery from Moreno. Stoltzfus. Halmerick wanted to play it earlier. Picks it up in the end. Great ball from Halmerick to switch the play to Martin. Osborne making the forward run. Good turn from Osborne there. Not so much the pass. Here's Charalumbus to Chiara Bonora. And now space here for Bella Edwards. Running at Fukuneko. Gets into the area. Still Edwards. Crosses it in and easy for Offa. MacArthur Rams have made it 4-3 in that crazy game at Linwood. Can Spirit find an equaliser? Not like that. Here's Gabia. Now Osborne spreads it wide for Gavranic, who's been quiet in his second half. Been quiet all game, really. Great work from her there, though, and it was a dangerous ball across the box. Well defended by the home side. As Chalakian fouls Stoltzfus. You feel that Michaela Gavranic, just like Kalmaric, needed to get more involved in the second half and did. Gavranic is in the same boat. Stoltzfus lifts this one toward Halmerick, headed away by Dasko. Charalumbus as well, sending it forward. Header one by Chalusic. Now Pell Cooney cross. Osborne. Good ball movement now from Spirit. Gabia. Stoltzfus. Better from the visitors. Osborne wide for Martin. Looking for Osborne, but the wrong decision there from Victoria Martin. That might be her final involvement of the evening. Oh, it's Cooney cross that comes off. Sienna Hawkins comes in. And the Ravens will also go to the bench. Alexia Moreno being protected here. Coming off. Kaylee Shannon coming on. They need to protect her. You can see here how important Alexia Moreno is and the quality player that she is as well. Just kept in. Throw in for the Ravens. Tactical change as well for Phelps. Chalakia now moving from the right into the attacking midfield role. Well, Shannon goes wide right in her place. And it's a test now as well of the Ravens, how they will compete in this final 20 minutes or so without Moreno. Here is the substitute, Shannon. Too much on that. As a Kookaburra lands just above our heads here in the commentary gantry. Come to say hello. Enjoying the spectacle here at Christie Park and Derby Day. As the ball falls for Charolumbus. Almost bowled Katie Offer there. And they call that one a leg spinner in a different sport, I think. Not sure. Caught there in possession was Madison Gabia. Hawkins does well to get back. Osborne into the feet of Halmary. Good football from Spirit. Gavranic now sprays it forward. Stoltzfus. Wouldn't mind another cross goal here, Ariana Stoltzfus. Cross comes in. It's a great ball. And really, Hamerick should have got something on that. Excellent cross from Ariana Stoltzfus. Now Martin. Forward for Halmerick, who turns and gets past Dasko. Has a shot on the left. Easy for Coleman. It's 2-1 now at the Village Green. Union New South Wales have managed to pull a goal back against Mount Druitt. Chalakian heads that one forward. One to chase for Kaylee Shannon, who gets there, cuts it back for Chalakian. Again, Shannon, a bit of pace on her. Chalakian looking to get it on the right, plays it in, cleared away. Now one to chase at the other end. This will become end-to-end, I believe, in the last 10 minutes. Gavranic. Forward for Stoltzfus. Gabia. Osborne. Charolumbus still running hard. Here's Martin now. Combining with Hawkins. Western Sydney Wanderers have taken the lead against Apia Leichhardt at Lambert Park. What a shock result that is. Shannon, what a challenge from Osborne. Captain's tackle. Hawkins back for Martin and lifts one up and high over the defence. Hamerick gets there first. Hamerick won't give up on this, and luckily for the Ravens, Coleman read the danger, came out. Good pass there from Gabia. Hamerick driving through, Well defended by the home side. The captain's challenge at one end and captain's challenge at the other via Kim Davey. Just so dangerous is Sky Hamrick when she gets going in that front third. So difficult to stop. Cross in isn't a great one. Osborne will get there first, but enough done by Edwards. A run didn't come from Charalumbus. Good challenge there from Chalakian, and now the chance to seal it. Offer saves. Edwards should have put that away. Good chance for the home team. That was the one to put this one to bed. Throw in now for the Ravens. Looking to put Spirit under some more pressure. Throw in now for Spirit. Unable to get control of the ball there were the Ravens. Chalusic. Just under 15 minutes remaining for Spirit to find a goal and get an equaliser. Hamrick comes in again, this time well defended by Dasco, not allowing Hamrick to turn. Foul by Osborne on Charalumbus. Look at the space there for Wilfred Carroll. Chose to slow the game down though, Dasco, but I tell you what, Wilfred Carroll had acres of space in front of her. And Charalumbus will deliver this one into the area where the likes of Keisha Allen await. Last touch coming off, Victoria Martin getting ahead of Bonora. It'll be a corner kick. Charalumbus, after taking the free kick, needs to jog all the way over to the other side now. Take the corner. Ball falls here for Wilfred Carroll, blocked. Can the visitors break? They can't. Bacchini only as far as Chalusic, and now Spirit can break. Look at the numbers they have, and they've really thrown that attack out the window. There was about 6 yellow shirts, only 2 white ones. They've managed to somehow get confused and play the wrong pass as well. Ball into the box. Picked up by Offa, who plays it long now. It's a good ball by Offa. Hawkins. Still Sienna Hawkins. Looking for Hamrick. Davey clears away. Shannon plays it forward to Edwards now. It looked as though Chalakian used the arm there. Doesn't matter because Spirit have the ball anyway. Driving forward was Fukuneko, but a poor pass there. Tony Candy not happy at the least, I'll tell you now. Cleared away. Last 10 minutes now. It's now or never for Spirit. They need to find the goal soon. And the Ravens, they want to finish this one. Record win number 1 of the season. They're on their way at the moment. Here's Charalumbus. Turns away. Chalakian gets it out. Cross comes in. Read by Fukuneko. And just sprays it anywhere. Here's Wilfred Carroll. Bonota coming in support. They combine almost with a 1-2. Not giving up on it though is Wilfred Carroll. Bonota has a go from distance, but again, not too bad there to finish the action rather than losing the ball in midfield. Offa sends that one long. Bonora heads it forward. Here's Charalumbus. Dasko. Lots of space here for Chalakian to turn and attack goal. She does that, has a go, and pops her effort just wide of Offa's target. With Kelleher and also Cooney Cross coming off, it's meant that Spirit have lost a bit of bite in midfield. Hamerick now, though, trying to do something via Gavranic. Gavranic crosses in, cleared away by Davey. Ball back now for Osborne. And now Charalumbus has Edwards in front of her. A little bit too far away, though, from Isabella Edwards. Here's Gavranic. Cuts inside. Not many options, though. Her pass was blocked there. Falls for Edwards now. Charalumbus. Space will open up for the Ravens in these latter parts of this game. Chalakian helps it on its way for Shannon. And Shannon looking to get in the area. Beats Gavranic. Still Shannon. And Offa claims that. Switch pass is disappointing. I think it was Martin that played that ball. Needs to be better, but tired legs as well. And Shannon again with the pace. Will get there and keep it in. Looking for options. Edwards. Isabella Edwards. Another chance to settle it. Not taken. Change as well coming in for Spirit. It is Victoria Martin that's come off. I said, seemed as though she had some tired legs. Lacey Wine coming on in her place for the final 5 minutes plus stoppage of this one. We'll restart with the goal kick for Spirit. After Chalakian received some attention. Back on the park now. They need her back there as well. Short numbers in midfield. Almost didn't matter because Bonora, who's really put a shift in, put in a great block there. Ball forward for Osborne. Chalakian caught too far forward, but the pass was poor from Osborne. Here she is again. Chalakian this time right on her touch. Chalusic, nice pass out wide. Now some space here. Cross comes in, good ball. Davey again, heads away. Cleared by Bonora. Here's Chalusic. Square for Fukuneko, who takes it forward now. Space opening up for her. Here's Wine, the substitute. Good ball in. Halmerick wouldn't sit for her. Still had possession of it, but couldn't find the pass out to Gabia. Played forward. It'll go all the way through to Coleman, who will take an opportunity to waste just a couple extra seconds. Could prove crucial in the end, of course. Stoltzfus. Gabia. Her pass is blocked by Dasko. Gabia for Halmerick. Looking for the run of Hawkins. Comes back to Halmerick. Out muscles. Charalumpus has a go from distance. Coleman gathers. Sarah Passafaro will come on for the Ravens. And that'll be their last change of the game as well. Charlotte Finity coming on, preparing to come on for Spirit. That'll be their last change as well. So final substitutions incoming now. Great turn there by Stoltzfus. Osborne for Wine. Great ball, but Hawkins didn't gamble, and I doubt she would have got there anyway, but it's good vision from the substitute. Just a little bit too much juice on that one. Change will happen now with Passafaro coming in. Finity coming in for Spirit. Changing now as well with Fukuneko coming off. Finity will go forward, a tactical change. 3 at the back now for Spirit. Stoltzfus, Chalusic and Pell. On comes Passafaro. Off goes Isabella Edwards. Ball forward and Davey again. Made so many important interceptions has Kim Davey this evening. Cross comes in, off beats it down and claims. Lauren Phelps asking to get the ball into the corner. Charalumpus now runs for the hills. And how many seconds can she need it here? enough, because she's won the throw as well. Exactly the part of the field where the Ravens want to be. Not so much can be said for Spirit. Definitely at the wrong side of the pitch, but they've won the ball back here. We've had just about a minute of stoppage time gone. They spent a good chunk of the time in that corner. Now they'll get the opportunity to send the ball forward from a goal kick. Apio really staring down the barrel here of their second consecutive defeat, and real pressure on Brad Attard. They do have a late free kick though, where they can potentially pinch a point. In good position. Here's Stoltzfus. Wide for Wine. Couldn't bring it under control. Gabia takes the throw for Hamerick. Hamerick gets away from two. And the play will get called back for the earlier foul on Hamerick. And now a chance to deliver into the box. Hamerick stands over this one. I'm not sure why Hamerick isn't putting herself about in the box. That's where she should be with her presence. Stoltzfus will go into the area. Hamerick goes direct to goal, and that's a wasted opportunity for Tony Candy's team, and perhaps the final one of the match as well, as the Ravens are staring down their first win of the season now. They're not too far away at all. Still no whistle though. We've had 2.5 minutes come and go. Again, in the right part of the park are the Ravens. And they'll celebrate the derby with a victory. The Gladesville Ravens recording their first win of the season. A hard-fought 2-1 win over North West Sydney Spirit here at Christie Park. Both teams put on a good show. Opportunities at both ends. In the end, the Ravens coming away with all 3 points. They open the scoring in the 17th minute via Paddy Charalumbus' head. 5 minutes after that, Isabella Edwards doubled the lead and made it 2-0. On the stroke of half-time, though, Ariana Stoltzfus made for some battle, scoring a speculative goal. Made it 2-1. But that was all. They pushed, they huffed and puffed, but couldn't score a second. And in the end, the Ravens celebrate their first win of 2025. Full-time at Christie Park. It's the Gladesville Ravens 2, Northwest Sydney Spirit 1.